Hi everyone and welcome back to the July monthly WARNO tournament. Today we have a game with Meddi versus Hippie. Meddi playing as the 8th Infantry, on the left in the correct blue for NATO, and on the right playing as Pact and correctly in red is Hippie playing as the 35th. Now, we're once again back on Vertigo, one of the newer maps. I really like this map, however, I'm still yet to see anyone heavily push Echo. The fight is always over Alpha. And once again, I think it's going to be the same, but we'll see how this game pans out. It is not a short game, so it's either going to be a heck of a slog where they're just sat glaring at each other, or there's going to be some major fights throughout. Fighting Falcon coming in there straight away. I'm just looking, are there any choppers on the field? Zooming right in there. Sorry anyone who gets dizzy when I zoom in and out. I can't actually see any choppers, so Meddi with a big expense there for basically doing nothing. There are some Iglas here. 4 Igla squads for Hippie there. If that flies over again, it's going to die. That is a lot of Iglas. Obviously, Hippie's got here first. He's got a few smattering of units here, but nothing that's really going to push. Certainly the Metis will stop any vehicles pushing this way. The early advantage here, getting into all these buildings and probably these tree lines, is going to be a big advantage for him. It'll be very handy to get the SPG-9 in there, because that'll be able to take out these vehicles that are coming in if he deploys it. He has. There it goes, firing at stuff. Ideally, he doesn't want it firing at the Jaeger, he wants it firing at the vehicles, but that said, it looks like Meddi has deployed his forces already. This Fighting Falcon about to take lots of fire. That Fighting Falcon is incredibly lucky. Look at that, 2 pips of health left. HE Bomber at the back there. Is there any AA at that side? No, but Meddi is pushing. He will be coming up against the Desert Nicky Metis guys. Jaeger Alpha got obviously a big squad. Desert Nicky a bit smaller. There are the Razvedka there firing across as well. Ideally, I think that that bomber needs to come in and hit those guys. Or indeed, he needs something that's going to take those out pretty sharpish. Chopper, perhaps? There is some AA back there, though. But really good positioning here by Hippie. He's already in all of these tree lines. This means that there's only this tree line here available to Meddi. And obviously Meddi's having to put things at the back here as well. This is a very bad start for Meddi in the grand scheme of things. Loads of Cannon Jagdpanzers coming in now, and a CEV. Now that's not a bad decision in the sense that they will do a lot of damage to vehicles, they will do a lot of damage to infantry as fire support. The problem is that there are a lot of Metis launchers here, and there is a supply truck there. So he can keep those supplied and he can kill them at range. Interesting choice here. 2 Cobras coming in. There's the HE Bomber coming in for these guys. Is he going to catch them? That's a lot of bombs going down. He might get a good strike here. Yeah, 1 squad dead. Other squad not really bothered. Mech rifles pushing up against those Razvedka. Cobras coming in there. Really good choice. But they won't last long against those Iglas. 1 heavily damaged. Not getting another shot off though. Hippie really needs something else here with a bit longer range, or he needs to move up 1 or 2 of these Iglas. Because at the moment, you know, that Cobra, while spinning out of control, still managed to fire on those Conkers. Obviously, heavy advantage to Hippie here still. He will move up this supply truck as well. There's a supply here. He really needs more stuff in this tree line. HE Bomber coming in there will be possibly going against the front line. Yeah, this is going to be a nice strike. He has lost the bomber, but there's going to be some deaths there. Wait, what? How bad are bombs? Pretty bad unless you get a direct hit. I can't believe that. I don't think anything died there. Was there some... No, it seemed to drop between the squads. So squad there, bombing line there, bombing line there. So he missed hitting any of those squads because the blast radius on bombs is atrocious. I feel for Meddi there. I do feel like he should do some kills with that strike. Here we go. So we're seeing a little bit of a push at the top in Echo, which is sort of something I wanted to see. Obviously, Meddi, knowing that Hippie has got a strong control here, is attempting to push the top here. Obviously, the Metis be very effective against these cannon Jagdpanzers. The infantry, there aren't many left. There are some reinforcements heading that way now. He needs to get reinforcements there quickly. They're running out of missiles. He has that rocket there, but it's damaged, and there's Pivads there, and there's a Chaparral. He's still bringing in lots of reinforcements here, which is great, but he really needs to start bringing more in at the top. A couple of squads probably aren't going to be enough if the decision has been made for Meddi to start pushing the top. I mean, this is heavily secured. I've been in this position that Hippie is in a multiplayer game myself before, and dislodging me from this point was near impossible. Even with artillery raining down on me, bombers coming in, I wasn't getting pushed out at that point. The best they could hope for was getting commands into the corner, but again, I was either going to artillery those in return or hit them with bombers, so once you're in this kind of position, it is very hard to dislodge someone from this point. Fighting Falcon coming in there, going for one of these choppers, but the chopper was already dead. Has managed to kill that, though. But, yeah, that Strela got way too far forward. I assume it was going for the Cobras. Calculated loss, maybe? Up here, we have a command in there now for Meddi. Razvedka pushing up here. He really needs to do something about this point, or he's going to lose it completely. I mean, the big advantage to this point is he can sort of push up above Hotel and come in round the back of Echo. He doesn't have to come in this way. Those mech rifles being called in at the bottom to help defend that road. I think Hippie's now realising he needs to do something about that point, because I'm seeing Razvedka being pushed up that way and stuff. Look at all these reinforcements coming in. Interesting. So something we haven't really seen very much on this map is the old strategy that we've seen on many other maps of, if my opponent pushes one side of the map, I should push the other. Here we're now seeing that. Hippie has pushed the bottom and successfully controlled, and now Meddi is pushing the top of the map. That's what I'd expect to see, but it's not something we've seen very often on this map. It's been a constant fight over Alpha a lot of the time. So I'm quite pleased to see it change a bit. SU-25AT. Tanner Special coming in there, taking a lot of fire. Will it get out alive? Where's it going? It's flying back past the AA to take some more shots. How ridiculously armoured are those things? Completely unrelated note, but I've recently played a little bit of DCS. It's like the air combat simulator game. Very, very realistic, etc., etc. Paid ones more than others. I've just got the free version, and I've been flying around the SU-25. I don't think my one has quite as much armour as that one. That's for sure. So I'm whizzing about the map here. I'm just... Another SU-25AT coming in there. They're such a good jet in this game. I'm expecting one day they're going to get a nerf of some description, maybe to their armour, because they are very strong. I mean, you saw the amount of fire that took and just kept going around. That said, of course, Pivads aren't the highest damage. Killed the Pivads. Oh, missed the Chaparral. Will get out okay, though. T-80 making easy work of everything at the top here. Rocket coming back in there, the rocket attack chopper, but he's still got the Chaparral to worry about. Tow Cobra coming in, that's going to be to try and kill the T-80. Doesn't have any AA here, which is a big problem for Hippie. He really needs some AA. He's bringing a command in, another T-80 coming in. HE Bomber coming in there. Possibly going for this Chaparral. He really needs it dead, doesn't he? Does that thing have any... Oh, it's being called out already. I was going to say, does it have any anti-air missiles on it? I honestly can't remember. I was just curious if it might fire at the Tokobra as it went past, but it didn't. Yeah, so we can see here the focus has completely shifted for Meddi. He's not even bothering at this side anymore. Look at all this stuff coming in here, though. He's looking for ways to cut off reinforcements for Hippie. It's not a bad idea. Those conkers are out of missiles, which makes them useless. Which is a real shame, because if he'd been able to fire at those things coming down that road there, it would have been to his great advantage. Rocket attack chopper coming in there, engaging these guys. Tow Cobra will be going for the tank. He really needs to pull the tank back. There's the smoke. Command coming in to neutralize, back to +2 for Hippie. Fighting Falcon coming in to take that out. There's no AA there, so the Fighting Falcon will get out okay. Hippie, buy some AA. Hippie, I have a complaint to make. You keep putting up this meme image you've made, or you say, Sun Tzu says, bring twice as much AA as you need. Where's the AA, dude? Where's the AA? You failed him. You failed your own meme. Nice HE bomber strike. Didn't kill anything again. It's not to the fault of Meddi, it's to the fault of the fact that Bomb's blast radius is atrocious. I mean, cohesion's low on that thing. It is badly damaged. He does need to get that out of there, really. Loads more reinforcements finally being called in. Wow, there's a Strela coming in. Well done, Hippie. It's about time. Mech rifles here and some cannon Jagdpanzers. T-80 would make short work of them, but obviously if they're close range to the T-80, they'll also do some significant damage to the T-80. But Hippie's in an okay position. He's got the corner. That's all he needs. Keeping it +2 currently. 27 minutes to go in this game. Over 27, almost 28 to be fair. Spetsnaz Gru coming around there. Don't know where he's going with those. There's a lot of stuff here, but I'm sat here just... I suddenly thought to myself, could Hippie push? Could he push Bravo? And I don't think he could. I think what he's got there is very defensive in nature. I don't think... You know, maybe if he had 4 tanks, he could push this line easily. But he'd need 4 tanks, and he doesn't have that. So it's not going to happen for him. T-80 getting some good shots off at these things. The cannon Jagdpanzer is dead. These mech rifles are coming up very close to that T-80, and that T-80 is already taking missiles. I'm surprised it's alive. And Napalm coming in there and veering off immediately. What was it going for? Maybe it targeted these and lost sight. He needs to get his command out of there. I'm surprised he's not moved his command, to be honest. Seems like a bit of a waste for Hippie there. I don't know why he's done that. It's like he suddenly stopped paying attention for a few minutes. That's a bit weird, Hippie. He's lost the tank. He's got a BMD-2 there. That was very strange, Hippie. Why did you do that? You can enlighten me in the comments. Did you just suddenly stop paying attention, or... I'm just surprised you didn't try and pull those things out. T-80 should clear up these mech rifles now. I won't do much to the front armor there. Supply trucks coming in. Tow Cobra, though, will cause issues for these things. Can easily stun with those rockets. And that Strela's just sat back there. Come on, Hippie, move the Strela up. Kill the Cobra. There you go. It's on the move now. It's like he's listening to me. Loads of units here again for Meddi. He's trying to keep the pressure up, and this is a good tactic. So... You know, he's struggling to push that corner. He keeps getting in there. He's managed to steal some supply. But he's just keeping up the pressure by putting some stuff down here as well. And that's a good strategy. At the end of the day, it's meaning Hippie's then like, oh, do I need to send more stuff down there? Maybe need to send some supply. Here's the mortar spam from Hippie now. Mortars are very... they're good for smoking, but I suppose they may cause people to move units back. More cannon Jagdpanzers coming along here. Again, if that had some supply with it, he'd be killing them already. Another 2 F-16s in there. HE bomber coming in. He's managed to kill the command by the looks of it. Eyehawk there, gonna get hit by these HE bombers. First bomb killed it as well. It is dead though. Another Eyehawk remains. T80 is getting some shots off at these things. The Bradley is the threat here with its TOW 2. Two TOW Bradleys. That's going to be painful. Two TOW 2 Bradleys. He needs that supply down here. Why is it up there? There's nothing up there. Except the enemy. More reinforcements coming in here. There's those mortars. More metas coming in. Good choice. Meddi still trying to push here. Will not be getting very far. Mortars being used to tickle the front line. So that's all they're good for. Good use of cannon Jagdpanzers here, but the SPG-9 will do a good job against them. The tanks will do a devastatingly good job against them at that range. T-80 does need a repair. There we go. There's a chopper coming in for repair there. Cobra's there, though. There's a Strela, finally, in range to kill something. There's one dead. Can it kill the other one? No, it's out of missiles. Oh, it got one shot off. AA coming in to finish it off. Beautiful job. He might lose the MiG-23, but at least those two choppers are dead, and they were the biggest issue, I think, at the moment. I mean, these fighting Falcons are neither here nor there. It's all about... Meddi now knows there's very little AA there. Is Meddi making a dent there? Not really, he's just making him pull back slightly. I mean, this is the point. They tickle and you just move slightly out of the way, and then when they stop firing, you move back. Napalm Alpha Jets coming in, though. This could be a good maneuver. Big force for Hippie there, just filling that side now. Well done, he got a kill. I think he killed 2 squads. He lost 1 Alpha Jet. Lost a second Alpha Jet. So he lost both those Alpha Jets. That was costly for killing 2 squads of infantry. And here with this HE bomber, is he going to miss everything again, or is he actually going to get some kills? They're all clustered, so it should kill something. Command's being moved. Yes. Lovely strike. That's more like it. Hippie with very clustered units there. Lost, what, 4 squads of infantry? Really nice strike. He should be very pleased with that, Meddi. TOW Cobra is heading around the back there. Question mark, question mark. Could be going for Foxtrot. Hippie with minimal AA, to be honest. He's got Iglas. And he's got the Strela. Hippie, you're still not following your meme. Come on, man. Yeah, here we go. Aero Rifles Black Hawk. Are they going to go straight for here, or are they going to go around the back and into Foxtrot? This could be some sneaky maneuvering here by Meddi. Because there's nothing protecting Foxtrot. Meddi at least has a Stinger protecting his CVs. Yeah, they are going around that way. Though they're going to be visible. That's too close. Way too close. So I assume they're not coming around the back, because that would have given the game away. Maybe they're going to land here instead. Yeah, I mean, they're getting shot at. Is he actually sending those around the back? Hippie's surely seen those. And Hippie's pushing at the top. I'm too distracted by the naughtiness going on down here. Look at this. Hippie's using those things as smoke. He does like to do that when he's pushing. Very Wargame Red Dragon tactic. Something we use a lot there. So I'm not surprised to see Hippie using that. He does play a Red Dragon. Look at all that smoke coming in. He's pushing everything across this line. And he has enough. 25 AT. Tanner Special coming in to take out the tank. And it will get out alive again, I think. BMD2, sorry, not BMP2s. The BMD2 is being used to very good effect. Good hold of the line here from Hippie. Really good push here. Seed coming in here, but they're all dead. There's just a fighting Falcon going to kill the Seed. Expensive. Look at this. Hippie hasn't noticed. So he's about to lose Foxtrot. He'll still be +1 even if he loses Foxtrot, though. question is, will Hippie go for the push on Delta? There's not a lot there either. And he's bringing in more reinforcements. Still smoking. Oh no, he's using HE shells now to hit the road. Maybe to stop reinforcements coming in. He's the backdoor push. Hippie with nothing to defend. Come on, Hippie. You're a Wargame Red Dragon player. You of all people should know that you should have some kind of air defense or something protecting that CV. Very disappointed, Hippie. It's a common thing, and I used to do it a lot in Wargame. Is one chopper, recon team, round the back, try and kill the enemy base CV. You know, mid-match when they're least expecting it. You gotta be quick and you gotta do it in one go though, because once you've done it, they'll put defenses there. So there it goes. That's dead. Now +1 to Meddi, because Medi's got a command in the corner there. You see what I mean about this point? Even if you hold it, someone can still get a command in the corner. That's exactly what someone did to me in a multiplayer game. So, yeah. I mean, I had no issue killing it. I just artilleried it and bombed it, and, you know, the job was done. But, and here we go. Air rifles coming in from the top there. Chopper coming in from down there. Tow Cobra killing that tank on the road. Chopper being taken out there. So he's going to kill that command as well. I mean, this is purely naughty going around the back type stuff. But I can't fault it because Hippie should have had defense there. Hippie's well ahead in points anyway with 17 minutes left to go. He can certainly recap all this, but Hippie has no one to blame but himself for a complete lack of defense on his back points. Even one Igla squad and an infantry squad could have made all the difference there, just to stop those flying over, but there was nothing. Slow build up of forces here. I mean, Hippie could push and try and take out Delta. Obviously he's pushing here to take out this command, which is currently being smoked. That is a tactic that Nick used quite a lot, smoking his own command so it couldn't be destroyed. It's a good tactic. I haven't seen Nick in a tournament for a while, actually. I don't know what happened to Nick. He maybe got bored of the game until it's more fleshed out and more balanced. MiG-23 coming in there to take out some of these choppers. As our rifles are about to die. Currently +4 though to Meddi. He will catch up in points pretty quickly. Hippie. Move these guys. Just move them into the smoke. Stand on top of it and kill it. Oh, Hippie. I think he's distracted by all this going on. It is difficult when you're trying to concentrate on multiple places of the map at once. And this is what sets apart the pro players, in air quotes, from the people who are just very good at the game. Is the ability to be at 5 places at once and still control everything. That's what Karma is capable of doing, you know. He's able to be everywhere at once, moving everything at once. It's a very difficult skill. This chopper should make short work of all of these arrow rifles with its rockets. Abrams pushing here. +2 to Meddi still. Command coming in for Hotel now, but there's still a squad of arrow rifles there. It is very hard to see infantry in here because I've been in that position before as well. I've seen other people in that position where stuff's in here and you just can't see it. The arrow rifles have been found by the T-80 and they're running. There's still arrow rifles here as well. There's command moving in. Hippie isn't fully scouting these points before calling in commands. It's a little bit concerning. He's managed to kill those, though. Abrams pushing down this way now. Again, for this entire game, Hippie, these conkers have not been rearmed. They have missed the opportunity at killing multiple tanks and many, many cannon Jagdpanzers. Just to note, you could really have done with a supply truck behind that. It would have made all the difference for you. Heavy push coming down here. Lots of units trying to get into this point now. Still +2. It's about to go back to +4. Oh, he's killed those now. It's about to go back to +4 for Hippie. I think Hippie will hold this. I'm not too concerned for him. He will lose his infantry at the front because they're just, you know, they were pushed up to deal with that command. They're not in the best position. He could actually probably do with calling in some reinforcements for down there now. He's bringing in metas, which I assume are going to be for here. He's back to +4. 13 minutes to go. It's going to end up being a points win, but this has been a heck of a back and forth in terms of more the top point, which is nice to see. I mean, let's be honest. Hippie's had this point from the start of the game. No two ways about that. He's had that point since the start of the game. Brief period of Meddi having a command in there, neither here nor there. Meddi do very much appreciate the fact that you got round the back. Hippie had only himself to blame for that, because he didn't defend in any way, shape or form those back points. So that's on him. You had your stingers there. The top point, bit of back and forth. Meddi in, Meddi out. Hippie now in reasonably firm control of it. There's a command coming in to try and get in there. I mean, he could try and get it at the top end, but it's going to be visible. There's no real cover. He'd have to sort of get it in. I mean, there's those trees there, but they're too close. I don't think there's anywhere safe for a CV in that point. He'd have to take this area, but the metas are going to be in there, so he's not going to take it. Is making some inroads here, though. Reinforcements are coming, though. Look at all this coming in. Some cannons and things. Another T-80. But he's going to be late to the party. Meddi's going to be in a good position here. He has a chance to neutralise. Spetsnaz Gru being dropped off here. Stunning that tank. Won't kill it, though, with those rockets, but will stun it. Again, these poor conkers, unarmed for 90% of the game. 95% of the game. Such a shame. The amount of kills you missed out on because they weren't armed. I mean, sure, he might have killed them eventually because of it, but they've missed out on a lot of kills. Bradleys as well was the other thing. The two Bradleys that were here, it would have had range on those. Let me just double check that. Yeah, easily would have had range on all the Bradleys that were coming across here. That was two Bradleys that were firing at your tanks before. I'm not picking huge amounts of fault here. You've played an amazing game. You've pretty much won it. I just feel sorry for the conkers. They've sort of been ignored the entire game. Arrow rifles around the back there have been spotted by Hippie. He has marked them. Also marking these now. Look at these forces coming in. That is neutralized. Still +2 to Hippie. But Hippie has lost his advantage in this point. He still has a firm grasp at the top point, but he's lost his little advantage down here. Jägeralfel getting hit by HE bomber. Oh. Hippie lost his command. Neutralized. Points balanced. Wow. I really didn't expect that. Hippie semi-learnt his lesson. He does have an Igler there now. And he's got Skrizet there. But there will be infantry coming in, which is a bigger problem for him. Loads of RPOs coming in. Look at all of them. He wants to deploy those sooner rather than later, though. Tank getting hit by a lot of missiles. Tank immediately dead. Sapri RPOs can move in to these buildings at least. That's a big problem. A big problem for Hippie. Look at the switch here right at the end of the game. Credit to Meddi for managing that. Look at that switch. Apologies, it does appear that in the replay external second launch thing that you get, because this is on a previous patch, it's a little bit buggy. So if I select lots of things and then click on the ground, it doesn't deselect them. I have to actually click something else. You'll have noticed me doing that a few times during this game. But yeah, this is well done by Meddi. Really well done to push back in at the end. Obviously Hippie distracted with getting his rear points back. Obviously quite expensive to pay for those commands. Command in the top corner there. It's not going to be safe, but it's in the point. +2 to Meddi. Sapri RPO here will technically be winning out, but look at the range. So incendiary rocket launcher is only that one. He needs to be closer to these mech rifles to be doing damage and not be losing out. He could win this fight easily against the other infantry, though. No question about that. Anti-tank coming in there to try and take out that CV. Has missed the chance. Is getting hit by the Fighting Falcon and is dead. Oh dear, Su-25 dying. Could this be a complete turnaround? Could Meddi be about to win the game? Is this going to be a complete swing? Can Hippie hold on? Can he take out the CVs? He's about to possibly lose his CV again in Hotel. And he's going to lose it again in Foxtrot. Because again, there's no defense there. Oh, Iglas with Screzet there, though. Maybe if he deploys them there, he'll be fine. I thought he could come all the way around the bottom and go up here. Command in there, back to neutralized. CV running out the point there, being chased out by a BMD2. CV on the run there. Does it have a gun? No, it doesn't. Running away from the arrow rifles. What's the range on those things? Oh, it's out the range of the arrow rifles. He really needs something in to kill those arrow rifles, though. +2 again to Hippie. This will be going up to take out the arrow rifles. Good choice. Although, yeah, F-16C swinging around to kill that, and it has done its job. Fun and games, people. Fun and games. See, it's not even really desperation from Meddi's side to some extent, because he's got a firm grasp on here now. Lots more reinforcements coming in for Hippie, though. This side, Hippie is holding on by the skin of his teeth. Nice bombing run. Nice bombing run. Just the Black Hawk there now. Good effort from Hippie. He has managed to stave that off. These are our rifles, though. Screzet is parked there. Depends how close they get to it. They may hit. BMD2 is pushing down here. There is an M1 Abrams there. It's going to start firing at these things along the road. T-80 engaging from that range. Metis are out. Our rifles being pushed across. These should see it and kill. Here we go. Igler shot. Screzet isn't firing. That's weird. Oh, it's on hold fire. That's not radar, is it? Why has he got that on hold fire? Those choppers got past because the Screzet was on hold fire. I don't understand why it was on hold fire. That's bizarre. +2 to Hippie. Points win. 4 minutes to go. Meddi, congratulations with your very, very good push back at the end there. And your attempts at killing the CVs around the back. Very, very good effort. But Hippie maintaining that control of Alpha for the majority of the game. And then managing to secure Echo as well. I did enjoy this back and forth we've had the entire game, though, in one point or the other. And it has been quite enjoyable to see that. Because it's a long game. And it's a bit boring if nothing happens in these long games. But you guys kept it going. For a long game, that was quite entertaining. I always worry when I do these longer games. In case I have to, like, speed it up. But there was actually stuff going on all the time. So, I enjoyed that. Neutralized again. Command's just back in the central points. I mean, this is all now. Can Hippie kill a CV? I mean, it is so close. But Hippie's got nothing left up here. Look at that. Metis have chased the CV out again. That's so funny. It's a poor CV just in and out the point, in and out the point, in and out the point. It's all just changing to a very funny position here at the end of the day, hasn't it? Hippie is so close to the win, he will win by points when it hits time. I don't think there's any feasible way that Meddi can catch up now. I don't think it's possible. I'm pretty sure he is stuffed. But, that said, I mean, I cannot fault Meddi's pushback here. I almost feel like he deserves to be closer to the mark because he has done such a fantastic job of pushing back against Hippie. But yeah, congratulations to Hippie. You've done an amazing job this game. Held both points in the middle for quite a long time. But, you know, I can't fault either of you. You've done a really good job. Hippie, I'm going to fault you for not having enough AA. And also for not rearming the conkers that were in the middle. Just because you're always putting up those memes from Sun Tzu. And I feel like you've betrayed them. Back to +2 for Hippie. That command is dead. 2 minutes to go. I mean, Meddi fighting on till the bitter end. But this game is over. I don't know if there's going to be a points win. I think that's pushing it. 2 minutes left. I don't know if there's going to be a surrender or the point win is going to get it. Look at all the mortars hitting this area, all this push against here. The Abrams, the CEV, just slowly trying to get at those infantry command here as well. It's been a hard-fought game for both of you. Error rifle drop. Trying to kill this command. The Abrams is going to do it, though. Oh, no, the Abrams hit that. Maybe they can't see this still. Oh, no, there we go. It is firing at it now. Back to neutralized. 1 minute to go. HE bomber coming in here. And there's the surrender. Commiserations, Meddi. Really well played. Look at how close the kills and losses were. I mean, you know, as games go, that was tight. And that was some really good back and forth. I really enjoyed that one. Let's have a quick look at the kills and losses. Cobra did well. Cannon Jagdpanthers were doing okay. Fighting Falcon did okay. Mech Rifles. Abrams, obviously. Abrams. Wow. Look at all those kills. Bradley. That Bradley is probably one of the ones who got so many kills because you didn't rearm the Conkers, Hippie. That's on you. Really well played, though. Really good game. SPG-9's got a lot of kills as well. T-80's doing pretty well, as you'd expect. Anti-tank cannons doing pretty good. They're not bad, those anti-tank cannons. MiG-23ML got a lot of choppers. Probably at the back more than anything. T-80 doing a great job. Great game, guys. Really enjoyed that. Really actually looking forward to the second one now. I hope it is as fluid and as exciting as that one. It's fun when I have something to constantly talk about. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all tomorrow for part 2 of this matchup.